Where is Director Mode, Ubisoft? Where is Director Mode, Ubisoft? It was in Steep. Where has it gone?
Oh, wow. You know, we do have some more horoscopes to tweet out.
No more horoscopes!
Hang on tight. Welcome back to the Riders Report. Today's episode is brought to you by our YouTube members. Thank you as always to executive producers Bonecrusher2D and Coach34, along with co-producers It's the Mort and Mitch's mom, and our fans and Fans Plus. If you'd like to become a member and help support the channel, hit join down below for cool perks like early access to the shows, emojis and badges, exclusive Discord roles, members-only content, sneak peeks, and more.
The X Games returned to Aspen this weekend, and oh boy, they were delivering some heat up on that mountain again. We had Alex Hall pulling off a 2160 on skis, Trevor Kennison in the sit ski going off the big air jump, and so much more action. You can, of course, check out a lot of runs, replays, and full events on the X Games channel. And my favorite part of the weekend, you got to watch Steep's reactions to the knuckle huck and the ski big air. They are just always incredible and so much fun to learn what tricks they're doing. He just explains it so well. We also have a date for the TFG Best Tricks series. All of the runs will be premiering in a live stream on Saturday, February 12th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, and sometime over in Europe. We'll sit down, watch all 30-some runs that were submitted, and then we'll have a fan vote. We'll take some time to decide, and we will announce the top 10 that will be returning for the finals a few days after.
All right, dude. So we talked about it before the game came out. They talked about it. The devs talked about it before the game came out. The game came out. Now the community's talking about it. Now we're talking about it again. And the devs have yet to say anything new. If you've missed it, we are talking about Director Mode in Riders Republic. Something that was, a cornerstone of Steep. We all grew to love the ability to float a camera around a replayed run to come up with edits like you would in the real world, something that this channel was started off of. We based all of our content literally off of Director Mode in Steep. So a little weird to be playing the new game and not having that. It kind of feels like we're out in the public without pants on. I don't know if you feel like that, but that's really how I feel. I feel naked and exposed in Riders. Like there's something missing, and it's super noticeable. So the last 2 weeks we've been chipping away at the game, some things that we think could use improvement. We're not saying it's a bad game by any stretch of the term, whatever. It's not a bad game. It does have some room to grow, definitely has some room to grow. And we're just kind of leaning into that. So this is the third installment of Please Help Us, Help You, Ubisoft. This time, Chapter 3, Director Mode. Mitch, in the words of Apollo Creed to Rocky Balboa, ding, ding. Let's get this fight started.
I don't know if we'll go that hard on it. I know whenever the game was first announced without a Director Mode, I was all riled up and had a big document listed on all the reasons why they needed it. But we understand COVID, just getting the game out, all of that stuff. However, it is an action sports game, and action sports need an editor mode because that is what most people love to do. And the people who do these sports in real life, just as hobbyists like you and me who can't actually do tricks, we still like watching videos, making videos, and that's what we use the games for. And way back, this I think was in 2021. I want to say July, August. Red Bull had an interview with Arnaud, who's the game director of Riders Republic, and they did ask, the Steep series always had a robust social sharing video component. What have you done in this space? And they talk about creating and sharing being a key pillar. They want to offer tools to share with the community. And then the direct quote was, but we want the video tool to be great, and thus we need to work on it further. It won't be there at launch, but really soon after. Player will have a photo mode to share the best pictures on social networks, but even greater, we'll have an in-game browser to watch all the photos created by the community. So we do have that already. We have photo mode, we have the sharing hub, and from the beta, we've been talking that tool wheel has the radio, has the photo mode, has, I believe, the create challenge, and then has a fourth blank spot, which has to be for the video editor. Otherwise, you'd have just like a 3-section wheel. So
Right.
it's got to be there at some point.
Yeah, we know, and you know, the game has not come out to comment on this, as far as I know, since this statement way back from June of 2021, I might add. So this was even before the game was delayed for the second time. You know, later, like the release was supposed to be September, I believe, and they pushed it to October. So in June, we were still looking for that September release. A lot of things have changed since then, but we still don't have an update on director mode. So yeah, like you said, if it wasn't going to be included, they would have made that wheel look a little differently. They would have changed something on that wheel or put something else on there. Really looks like that spot is being held for a director mode. But again, with the lack of replayability, you know, you have the backtrack feature, but you don't really have a replay, stop, and record. I'm wondering what that looks like. And that goes again to photo capturing. I know some folks out there can do it, but is this going to require like a trigger, you know, like a trigger finger to, you know, pull up that screen, stop it so that you can go back and record? I feel like it's going to be clunky if we don't have a hotkey or quick key, something just to say, stop, we need to record this now.
It's such a weird omission compared to having it in Steep and seeing how many people use it. Just in the sense too, one of my biggest points is not for the hardcore editors like us or people who want to make creative content, people who are using it to do wacky things. It is just for the fact that you can share it with friends. I mean, NHL, FIFA, Madden have all had replay modes forever, and other games too. Even like Fortnite, you can record Rocket League. And when you do something cool in this game, there's no way to share that with a friend. Sure, you can use, most systems have like a recording system now where you press the save button, then it saves a minute, then you have to trim it down to the 10-second clip. It's too much of a mess to share something cool. Most of the stuff we share with each other in games, especially NHL, is I do something cool, pause the game, go to the replay, pull up Snapchat, record my screen, just showing you the goal that I did. I'm not going through all the effort of uploading it to Twitter and then downloading it and then sharing it here. I'm just recording it on Snapchat and being like, look at this cool thing. And that would help this game so much. If you're playing this game, I pull an insane trick, can then go into a replay mode real quick, take a quick video just to send to all of my friends or post on my Instagram story and just be like, check this out. It was a cool trick, or I did something new.
And you know what? No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, it's just, it limits how easy it is to share for a lot of people, because most people won't go through the effort of recording in their PlayStation or Xbox and then getting the clip from there.
Right. Yeah. It's 3 or 4 steps once you capture it on any platform. You have to capture it, then you upload the video, then you're sending it out to people when, like you said, it should just be that easy to just click and send. I am going to focus on the creators and the folks that are going to be taking these clips down and putting them into, compiling them into bigger videos here. That's free advertising. All of that is free advertising for the game. And we know that the game has not retained as many players as they would have liked from launch. You saw it kind of drop off, and now it's starting to come back a little bit with X Games and all of that, especially with the Jumbo Bike editions in the new season. But you know, Ubisoft is missing a massive chunk of their marketing here, and that is just grassroots marketing. Friends telling other friends, hey, like you said, check out this awesome jump. I'm going to put the sun in the back. You know, even just tilting that camera a little bit so it's not rider's view. Will enhance that, you know, the window shock or whatever. You know, you're walking past the department store and you go, whoa, what's in the window there? It's just that quick. And the more you look at it, the details are a little off. Something's not right about it, but just that instant look, that instant shock value in those clips is I lost my train of thought, but you know what I'm saying here. Like when we have done stuff with Brando Graham, with Tom Wallish in the past, you know that they've seen clips from Steep before we contacted them for our events, but clearly they don't care, or they're not interested, or they're not working with the game in that kind of aspect. As soon as you send them a clip that has some kind of edit, some kind of polish behind it, they're like, whoa, This is next level. We didn't know that this existed. This has the same attitude as, real snowboarders, real skiers out there in the backcountry putting out their edit videos. It brings a whole new layer to this game that they're missing out on, specifically marketing.
Yeah, and that again, when we did, I think Real Street is when X Games first saw it, but then they posted about the slopestyle event. That's because they saw the 20-minute video, like the guy who does the socials and one of the guy who kind of comes up with a lot of the events. They saw the 20-minute like TFG ski slopestyle and were like, this looks just like our broadcast. How did you do that in a game? Like, that's what blew their mind, not the, oh, they were pulling off these tricks in the game. They're like, how did you do that?
Yeah. Back door, behind the curtain here. We have talked to the X Games once or twice, not about anything big or massive, just kind of like that. They message us like, holy crap, what are you guys doing here? And you explain it to them and you try and do something later, but schedules don't match up. Anyway, yeah. And, whenever you get folks like that, the social media managers from the freaking X Games who are going, wait a minute, hold on. We've known about this game. We've talked to people who have played and created this game, but we didn't know that you guys were doing this. It takes it up to a completely new level. And the Steep community that has experienced TFG to that capacity knows that. And they know that there are other uses. And I'm really bummed that we don't have the video mode right now, because you and I would have been the old hats that were doing this before. And, I was excited to see what the next generation is going to come up with based off of, whoa, we were watching TFG and we thought, wouldn't it be cool to do XYZ? I want people to one-up us. That's how you build this game. That's how you build this community.
Right. And some of my other favorite videos too, Shred the Spot, like Just Steep It has said, where he's not focusing on it right now because there's no director mode. And it was just so fun to watch his intros. He had like the Shred the Spot cheesy 90s ski film intro.
Right.
And then just a nice jam event where everyone's on YouTube commenting, like giving each other props, cool runs. And then he'd have a sketch at the end that he'd come up with every time. And just, it was like a brilliant 30-minute TV segment, essentially. And same with ours, same with Check My Steez. So cool to see people shred like a chosen section and everyone's competing there. And they just don't love to do it right now because there's no real options in the game. We've even had people submit to TFG Best Trick that he's like, I nailed the trick, and then the mass race thing popped up, even though all of my HUD is turned off. Like, I have the option HUD off, so nothing's obstructing me. Then all of a sudden, mass race in 5 minutes pops up with the hey rider, and it's just, like, you don't want to share that clip. Like, there's like, I didn't submit it, so I didn't save it. I'm like, you can, like, we'll post that. We don't care at this point because there's no other option. But he didn't save the trick.
Yeah, that's such a shame, and I'm with him. Like, I can't fault him for that. Yeah, it might have been the best trick. It might have won gold, but it ruins it. That little element, that little window just ruins it. Someone else posted a video like that on Reddit this past week where it said, sorry, mass race ruined it, but here's this crazy trick I pulled off. And everyone in the comments is like, dude, well done. Props to you. Wish that thing would go away. Yeah, it is such a, what do I want to say? These sports rely so heavily on storytelling through cameras. A lot of the professional athletes and the vibe of backcountry riders is there's no one here to see it. So if I don't have it on video and if it doesn't look cool, no one's going to think that trick was cool and no one's going to know that I could do that trick, right? You go out there with two of your friends and you shoot a video on your camera and you take it back into the real world where people live and you say, look at this, look what I did out there. I know that, 50 million of you can't come to watch us, but here it is. And although you can pull this up on Twitch or YouTube, wherever else, it is those short little clips and those short little, you need to put that attention. You need to put your attitude on there to make it something. And that's, you said it already, Shred the Spot. I miss that entirely. And I miss those little GIFs and those meme intros and outros. But that attitude, that vibe, that energy was curated because of the community that was built with the video editors. We all kind of shared the same energy, all kind of shared the same vibe. And there was like a 4-month gap where all of our videos had the same kind of vibe and rhythm to them. It was really something special. And you knew like, hey, there are 100, there are 200 people out here who are all on the same wavelength. That's wonderful. You want to talk about community involvement. You want to talk about making new friends and clans and partnering up in the game. This is it. And I know you and I are getting on our soapbox and screaming to the heavens about this, but this is like our bread and butter. This is why we love these games. They look beautiful. They play even better. And the video recorders are, badass. So we're missing one of those puzzle pieces here.
Yeah, that reminds me too, back then with the competitions flowing, like some of the guys that competed in these events, they had Instagrams that were dedicated to clips and pictures from Steep, like Steepest Legend and Flair.
Steep
and,
Clips Germany. And
Marcus, all of them. And it was like, just like following the real riders where they post the clip. Right, yeah. Post a clip of skiing over here. And then we'd share it on our thing. Like everyone was sharing it. We haven't really shared any Riders Republic posts from people because they're not posting much on their social medias from the game.
They're not posting much, and there's not much variation. You can only post so many pictures of the back and the butt of your rider doing something cool. That's just plain and simple. You need that variation. You need to be able to switch it up. So yeah, I mean, we're sitting here twiddling our thumbs, just waiting for video mode to come in. We have no idea. We haven't had a single update on it. I would love, more than anything, I would love for Ubisoft to release just a brief update. One sentence. We are working on video mode. We will have it out to you before the end of the year. Fine. Beautiful. Perfect. Thank you. We can wait. Just let us know, especially that Arnaud, what was his title? I don't want to mess it up.
Game director, I believe.
Game director of Riders Republic went out there and say, hey, it's not going to be there at launch, but it's coming soon. Give us just a little bit more on what soon means. Soon could be 3 weeks. It could be 8 months. But just give us some hope. Just let us know that you're still listening to us in whatever patch notes, whatever blog. We will find it. Someone will find it and tell us. I just want to hear that, yes, we have not forgotten about this.
Yeah, this one was shared in a Red Bull article that was on the Australian Red Bull page. I don't even know if it was on the US page. So like it wasn't, someone found it and then sent it to
on
us.
Reddit. Yeah.
It was way back. The only other one I wanted to add into, just because I've been thinking about it nonstop, is watching Steep stream and how much I miss, especially watching his X Games videos now, of him trying to do some tricks and then going through the replay and explaining it all, or like saying, man, I got so close to sticking that landing, or I was trying to get this extra rotation. Like he's just good at explaining the tricks and watching tricks and making it engaging. And, now his streams are the simple stuff where you just play, try to beat the challenge, try to set a high score, try to get a steezy run, but it's not watching back and appreciating what he just did.
Yeah, it's tough for us because this is our bread and butter. It belongs in that director mode, but I would assume that it's tough for Steep to come up with, topics and different things to be keeping it fresh as well. I would be interested to bring him in on this conversation in a later episode. Maybe if he's watching this and he wants to come on and talk about what has been easy and what has been difficult with the new game. I think we provide a wonderful platform for that. Just saying. We all just have to hold our breath and wait until that comes out. But, darn well, as soon as it happens, we're going to be hitting it real hard.
We're going to spend a weekend just in the editor. We already have I have 3 edits planned that I want to do.
Really?
And I have the ideas in my head. I just can't do them. Maybe I'll do them in Steep, but I want to do them in Riders Republic.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, we can always go back to Steep. We can always do more events in Steep, but that defeats the purpose. We want to open up a new chapter. We don't want to go backwards. So maybe we hear something from Ubisoft. If it's a couple months out, maybe we do another Steep event. Maybe we ask some old competitors if they'd be willing to strap on the boots again and get out there, get up on the old rusty lift. Take that on in Steep. If you're looking for this article, again, Mitch said that it was on the Red Bull Australian site, but I believe the title should be Googleable. Time to Rampage, Riders Republic's game director tells all.
It's also just linked in the description, so
hey, would you look at that?
Maybe I'll even do one of these. Nope, it's this side.
Sure.
Should pop up right now.
Hey, beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you want to final thoughts?
Nah.
Any final thoughts?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's cut in for one more second. I want to do an outro.
Okay. Yeah, we can just say, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, we'll wrap it up there. If you have any comments on this topic that you would like to share, please leave them down below. We really enjoyed all of your comments on the wish list last week and would love to hear what you have to say specifically about Director's Mode. Is there something in the Steep Director's Mode that you wish they would take out or change? Is there something that they just didn't have that you want them to add? We've said it for the last 2 weeks. We'll say it again. We do know that some developers have an eye on the channel, have an eye on the comment section down below. So don't rag them. They're doing their job. They're doing their best. But, we look forward to your comments and their rebuttals as well. Mitch, anything else?
I think that's it. Unless anyone wants to use that clip feature to clip the intro little edit meme thing. And then you can share that clip everywhere and make that the petition to get the editor mode.
Share it everywhere. Put it all over the place.
It's time once again to wrap this episode up with another Riders Roundup. We're going to start it off with the photo challenge, and no one found it.
You were very hidden on the mountain.
Yeah, I mean, coming from the first week where someone found it literally 2 minutes after we posted the episode to now, no one's been able to find it within 7 days. I'll take that as proving a little more of a challenge. Hey, have you guys grabbed your folding bikes yet? I'll leave it at that.
That was a little bit of a hint.
Yeah, just a bit. If you are new to photo challenges, it's up on the screen. You can see it. Try and find this exact spot and send us your picture of your player at this spot. And you get to pick next week's area. We're just trying to do a little scavenger hunt, trying to mix it up. Instead of making you guys be creative out there, we just want you to explore and find some spots that you may have not seen if it wasn't for the photo challenge. You can post those in the link down below. You can also post those pictures on the Discord channel. DM Mitch or I with those submissions. We do have some self-promo. Sorry about that. We do have some self-promo links, though.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Wow. We're cruising today on Monday. Okay. Yes. We have a...
Dude, we amped ourselves up so much for that main topic. I'm sitting here, my heart is beating out of my chest like Mr. Ubisoft himself is going to come to my house and beat me with a bat or something. Like, we're sharing opinions, but for whatever reason, it's got me all amped up. So let's take a breath here.
Okay.
Hey, if you come over to the Nick and Mitch Discord channel, you can find the self-promo tab. On that self-promo tab, we're allowing all of the riders from the Republic to share their user-created content. We have 3 wonderful videos that Mitch is about to roll out to you right about now.
The first one comes from Thunder TRP, and he has a chill bike ride, just cruising on a bike, first person. HUD is off. I haven't watched all of it, so I can't promise a mass race doesn't pop up at some point, but he's just cruising down some of the trails in first person. It's about an 18-minute video, so just take a look. It's one of those nice, peaceful things to put on in the background on your screen. We also got Tev shredding with the new X Games board. If you do the Shack Daddy challenges, you can get the Jones Mountain Twin board, which is nice red and black. Yeah. So I might have to do that tonight. That might be the background footage. I might be trying to get those little X Games challenges. And he's just going for a nice park jam session over on Mammoth Mountain.
That is a stylish board. I really do like that. And I just want to comment, Thunder, I was scrolling through Thunder's 17-minute video. I don't see a mass race pop up except right at the end, 2 minutes before the end of the video, we get a mass race popping up.
Nice.
But it is a top-down run. He shows the map at the beginning, starts way up at the top left, and works his whole way down to the top or bottom left. So,
ooh, nice.
Pretty cool traversal video there.
Love that. And the final one, we had a video from him last week, but it's from Abouts, and he has a Riders Republic montage all taking place in the Riders Ridge. And he's just going through all of the crazy, insane stunts he's been able to pull off. And he's doing as good as he can without a director mode like we've been talking. He's got a bunch of edits thrown on top of it.
Yeah, there is a lot of post work that went into this one. You know, there are some parts that are in slow motion. There's some really cool camera moves. Yeah, this is wonderful. About keep it up. I am going to be terrified to see your name in a competition once we actually have a director mode where you don't have to do all of this yourself, and the game's going to take some of this weight off your shoulders. Everybody, look out! Like we have a new competitor coming, and it's going to be for the best. Cannot wait.
Yeah, he can pull off these insane tricks and he can edit. So I'm putting a podium finish in whatever event. Probably TFG real bike because he's doing a lot of bike tricks in here.
Oh, you're setting the bar high. Thank you very much to everyone, especially Abouts, Thunder TRP, and last name here, Tev, for watching this week's episode of the Riders Report. Thank you again. Special thanks to all of our YouTube members, Bone Crusher 2D and Coach 34, sitting pretty as executive producers, followed by co-producers It's the Mort and Mitch's mom, and of course, our fans and Fans Plus. If you would like to join that illustrious list, illustrious.
One more time.
Illustrious list of YouTube members, you can click join down below to check out all of the cool perks that come with our memberships on this channel. You can watch this video early. We have monthly videos that come out once a month. And yeah, all of that is behind that very small paywall, but that paywall helps us put this video out to you every week. You can also just subscribe for free to catch all of our great Riders Republic content, including this show right here and our X Games style competitions coming up on February 12th.
Yes. You can also check out our links to Instagram, Twitter, and our Discord server where the party always continues. And you can post your self-promo. You can DM us. You can rant about director mode like Flair was earlier in this week. Just kidding. He posted one comment about it, I think. But we can pretend rant. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for everyone who commented pineapples last time. It was fun to see that with some of the usual suspects. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. We will catch you guys back here. We're good for next week, right? You're not...
No.
You're not at my house.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, we're fine. Mitch is coming to my house for the first time in a couple of weeks. I'm real excited. We will catch you guys here. Same place, same time next week. Thank you very much for watching again. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see you on the slopes.